Hello, we believe that you are learning and understanding from the sessions you are taking. Practice and you will surely enjoy it more. Let's move ahead. These days, web pages with 2D or 3D animations are pretty common. Now, such animations can easily be inserted using the jQuery animation feature. This session begins with a detailed study of the different jQuery animation effects such as basic, sliding, fading, and custom. Then it gives a list of the effect functions such as hide, show, toggle, and more, and explains the different display effects. Next, you learn about the coded steps of using the hide and show effects. Following this, you learn about the coded steps of using fading effects and sliding effects. Finally, the session ends with the DOM traversal and manipulation process and the detailed steps of DOM insertion methods. Thus, use motion graphics, text animations, and more from the jQuery JavaScript library to create a highly responsive website that your visitors will love to explore every now and then.
So let us get started with effects and its types. jQuery library provides several techniques for adding animation to the web page. These include simple and standard animations that are frequently used. The custom effects can also be added. They can be categorized into different types. These are basic display effects, fading effects, sliding effects, and custom effects. The basic display effects are hide, show, and toggle. The fading effects are fade in, fade out, and fade toggle. The sliding effects are slide up, slide down, and slide toggle. The custom effects are animate and delay. Let us start with understanding display effects. The display effects are hide, show, and toggle. The hide effect hides the matched element. The syntax is as shown here. The duration can be given in milliseconds. The easing is used for transition. The default transition is swing. The complete is a function to call once the animation is complete. For example, sometimes after the animation completes, you would want some text to be displayed. If a hide method is used with no parameters, the method is simply used to hide the matched elements. The next is the show method. This is used to display the matched element. The parameter of this method is same as hide method. With no parameters, the method will display all the matched elements. The next effect method is toggle. It displays or hides the marked element. With no parameter, the method simply toggles the visibility. The method parameters are same as other effects, that is duration, ease, and complete. Let us see the demo of hide and show effect. In this demo, we have two buttons, one for hiding the text and another for showing the text. Each button has a unique ID. In the jQuery code, the click function is called on these IDs. The method hide and show is called on the paragraph element. Thus, when the hide is clicked, the text in the paragraph is hidden, while when the show is clicked, the text in the paragraph is shown. Let us see the browser output for the same. These are the two buttons that will show and hide the text written in the paragraph. If I click on hide, the text is hidden, while when I click on show, the text is shown back. This completes the demo of basic display methods hide and show. Now let us see some fading effects. The following table summarizes basic fading effects, which are fade in, fade out, and fade toggle. The fade in method displays the match element by fading them to opaque. The fade out method hides the matched element by fading them to transparent. Once the opacity reaches 0, the style property is set to 0. The fade toggle displays or hides the matched element by animating their opacity. When called on the visible element, the element's property is set to none. All these methods can be used with the speed specified as fast or slow, or with the duration in milliseconds. To understand these effects, let us see a demo. This demo illustrates the fading effects. There are 3 buttons with unique IDs: to fade in the boxes, to fade out the boxes, and to fade toggle the boxes. These boxes are created using div elements by setting a specific width, height, and colors to it. The jQuery calls fade in method in 3 ways. First is without any parameters. Second is fade in with the speed as slow, and third with the duration set to 3000 milliseconds. Similarly, the fade out and the toggle methods are called. These methods are called on the click of each button's ID. Let us see the browser output for the same. When the user clicks on the fade in button, all the 3 boxes appear. When the user clicks on the fade out boxes, the 3 boxes disappear. When the user again clicks on the fade in toggle button, the boxes appear. The same toggle button to either show or hide the boxes. This is the meaning of fade toggle. This completes the demo of fading effects. As we have seen the fading effects, let us turn our attention to the sliding effects. The basic sliding effects are slide down, slide up, and slide toggle. The slide down displays the matched element with the sliding motion. It animates the height of the matched element. This causes the lower parts of the page to slide down, making the way for the revealed items. The slide up effect hides the matched element with a sliding motion. It animates the height of the matched elements. This causes the lower part of the page to slide up, appearing to conceal the items. The slide toggle effect either displays or hides the matched element. It will either reveal or conceal the items. The syntax parameter for all the items can have the duration, easing, and complete function. Let us see how the sliding effects work with the help of a demo. This is a paragraph element on which the effect is designed to work. There are 2 buttons for slide up and slide down with the unique IDs. Through the jQuery code, on the click of each button, the slide up and slide down methods are called on the paragraph element. Let us see the browser output for the same. When the user clicks on the slide up button, the buttons or slide up, hiding the text. When the user clicks on slide down, the text slides down, pushing the buttons below the text. This is the sliding effect. Now, let us talk about custom effects. These are the last type of effects of this module. The frequently used custom effects is animate and delay. The animate perform custom animation of set of CSS properties. However, the animation can be turned off globally by setting the jQuery.fx.off is equal to true, which sets the animation duration to 0. The delay method sets a timer to delay the execution of subsequent items in the queue. The syntax is shown over here. To understand these effects, we are going to see two different demos for animation and delay respectively. Let us first see the animation demo. In this code, we have a button to start the animation. For the animation to work properly, the CSS position property should be either set to relative, absolute, or fixed. Through the jQuery code, on the button click, the animate function is used on the div element to change its position, its height, and width. Let us see how would this animate method work by looking at the browser output. When the user clicks on Start Animation, the box has changed its size and its position. This is how animation can be used through jQuery. Now, let us see the demo of delay. In this demo, we have two div blocks, one with the first div set to color blue and second div is set to color green. We have added a button which when clicked, the first div will slide up in 300 milliseconds, then a delay of 800 milliseconds is used before the fade-in is called. But for the second div block, the slide up and the fade is written without any delay. Let us see the browser output of the same. When the user clicks on the button, notice the first block in the blue has some delay introduced as they slide up and fade in, while the green block there is no delay. With this, we complete the demo of delay. So let us get started with this module of DOM traversal and DOM manipulation. Let us see the overview of what we mean by DOM traversal and manipulation. jQuery allows variety of methods to help select HTML elements in a document. These elements can be selected randomly or sequentially. The two important features while selecting these elements from DOM are DOM traversal and manipulation. Let us see what is DOM traversal. Traversal refers to move through the HTML that make up our page. We have seen in the earlier module that DOM represents a document with a logical tree. Traversal refers to making an initial selection of an element and then moving through the DOM relative to the selection. These relative elements are referred as parents, child, siblings, descendants, and so on. For traversing through the DOM, jQuery offers the following methods. These methods are simple and select the element based on the method name. For example, the parent method will select the parent of the specified element. Similarly, the next method will select the next sibling of the specified element. Each method allows to iterate over the specified elements. This slide shows the parent-child relationship between the element. The left side shows the HTML elements, while on the right we can see the DOM structure of the same. We can see that the body element is the parent of the div, which makes div the child of the body element. The elements h3 and ul are the siblings as they are the elements of the same parent. Elements ul and h3 are the descendants of the body element. Let us look at the sample program for DOM traversal. In this program, we have certain elements under body. These are div, h3, ul and li elements. This is in the same hierarchy as we have seen earlier. Using jQuery, we are selecting the ul element and finding all the li elements under it. Using a CSS, a border of red color is added around these li elements. Next, we are selecting an element which has a class MyContainer. Then we are finding the children of the element and adding it a background of grey color. Then we are selecting the element with the class as MyList. In this case, it is the li element. Then to the siblings of this, we are adding a background color yellow. Let us now look at the browser output of this code. Based on the jQuery elements traversed and the CSS methods applied on them, this is the browser output. Now let us look at DOM manipulation. jQuery manipulation method allow you to alter DOM of your page. These methods return the jQuery object on which they are called. These methods can change or combine with other jQuery methods. These manipulation methods can change the DOM in some way. These methods can add the content. The content can be added or inserted inside the existing content, around the existing content, or outside the existing content. DOM manipulation also allows removal and replacement of the content. Now let us take a look at DOM insertion. DOM insertion methods inside the existing contents are as below. The content can be appended, prepended to the selected elements. Append to and prepend to will insert the content to each matched element, while append and prepend will insert it to the first selected element. Two more DOM insertion methods inside the existing content are HTML and text. The HTML method gets the HTML contents of the first element in the set of matched elements. The text method gets the combined text of the contents of each element in the set of matched elements, including their descendants. Now let us look at the sample program for DOM manipulation. Here we have certain HTML elements. The div element has a class MyContainer. Then there is a paragraph element, an h2 element and an h3 element. Using jQuery, we are selecting the div element and prepending a text before this. Next, to the paragraph element, we are appending a certain text. We are selecting the h2 paragraph and we are prepending the text that is selected from the class MyContainer. Next, we are selecting the HTML text from the h3 element. This text gets then appended to the h2 element. This is the browser output of the DOM manipulation program. This paragraph is the prepended paragraph. This paragraph is the appended paragraph. This element was copied from the h3 element and copied after the h2 element. Now let us look at the DOM insertion method around the existing content. There are two methods, wrap and unwrap. Wrap method wraps an HTML structure around each element in a set of matched elements. Unwrap method removes the parent of the set of matched elements from the DOM, leaving the matched element in their place. Let us see a sample program for this. In this program, there are certain HTML elements with the paragraph. There are two buttons, one to wrap a div element around each paragraph element, and second button is to unwrap the div element. Through the style sheet, we have a div element which has a background color yellow. Through jQuery, when the user clicks on the button 1, which is the wrap button, the paragraph element will be wrapped with div. When the user clicks on the unwrap button, the div element will be unwrapped from the paragraph element. Now let us look at the DOM insertion method outside the current content. There are four methods: after, before, insert after, and insert before. The after method inserts the content specified by a parameter after each element in the set of matched elements. Before method insert content specified by the parameter before each element in the set of matched elements. Insert after will insert every element in the set of matched elements after the target. Insert before will insert every element in the set of matched elements before the target. This is an HTML code which has two div elements. Through jQuery, when any of these div elements are clicked, then using this keyword, we are selecting that div and inserting a text just before the clicked element. This is the HTML output of the same program. When the user clicks on any of the div, the text is entered just before the clicked div. Now let us see different DOM removal methods. The commonly used DOM removal methods are detach, empty, remove, and unwrap. Detach element removes the set of matched elements from the DOM. Empty removes all the child nodes of the set of matched elements from the DOM. Remove removes the set of matched elements from the DOM. And unwrap removes the parent of the set of matched elements from the DOM, leaving the matched elements in their place. The detach method is almost same as the remove method. The only difference is that detach method keeps all the data associated with that removed element. All our data is kept safe so that we can reinsert them into DOM whenever we want. Now let us see the DOM replacement method. There are two commonly used DOM replacement methods, replace all and replace with. Replace all will replace each target element with the set of matched elements. Replace with will replace each element in the set of matched elements with the provided new content and return the set of elements that was removed. This is a demo of replace all method. In this, as you can see, in the HTML, there are two paragraphs, one with the text hello and other with the text world. However, using jQuery, we are replacing the paragraph element with the text which says this is a demo of DOM replacement. Thus, the text hello world will be replaced with this particular. Let us see the browser output for the same. As you can see over here, the text "This is a demo of DOM replacement" is shown twice because the two paragraph elements are replaced with the same text.
What is the jQuery animate method?
It is the method to create custom animations. There are other parameters or codes to enable the duration of the effect, set the opacity or quality of the animations, and control the functions. Functions can be show, hide, or toggle.
What kind of animations can be created using the jQuery animate method?
We can make animations work by using the jQuery animate method. Any kind of moving element can be worked out. A few to name are motion graphics, 3D or 2D animations, character animations, text animations, etc. You just need to know the right code to make these animations work as expected.
We are now starting a new session. We hope that you are able to enjoy and gain knowledge after completing every session. Don't forget to practice and make your skills strong. A bootstrap is a powerful platform that web designers use to design a website using HTML or CSS-based templates. Bootstrap helps to improve or add interactive features like navigation, buttons, forms, image, etc. to your web page user interface. This session begins with a detailed description of Bootstrap and gives its uses. It then explains the steps of using an HTML starter template to introduce Bootstrap in your web application. Next, it tells you about the different recently used Bootstrap elements such as buttons, badges, cards, etc. Moving ahead, you learn about the different forms and utility functions such as color, etc. that are used in Bootstrap. After this, the session gives you the detailed steps of adding a Bootstrap component called the nav bar. Finally, the session ends with the detailed steps of editing the texts and changing the color of the nav bar component of Bootstrap. So, use the Bootstrap tool to create your website user interface with improved interactive features that are quick, easy, and user-friendly.
Hello everyone, welcome to Bootstrap CSS Framework course. So what we will be covering in this particular course. First, I will give you what is a Bootstrap and definition of the Bootstrap and what it includes. Then we will see how we can use HTML starter template to include Bootstrap into your web application. Then we have different components in Bootstrap where we will see different batches, buttons. We have different button groups, button sizes. Also, we have cards. So these are the different types of components in Bootstrap. We will go into detail into Bootstrap components. Then we have grid system, which is one of the most important concept of the Bootstrap because whole Bootstrap framework is based on its grid system. So we'll look into that as well. Then we have forms and utilities. So forms are basically used to create Bootstrap forms to collect the user data on the website. So we will look into that as well. And then utilities. In utilities, you have different terminologies used by Bootstrap. Let's say color is one of the utilities, and what is the terminology they have used to use different types of color into the application. Then once we cover the basic things into Bootstrap, we will build a website from scratch using Bootstrap. Okay, so it will include 3 to 4 pages like home, about, contact us page, and maybe one blog page. So we will develop entire responsive website using Bootstrap. Then towards the end of the course, I'll give you few SEO tips so that you can improve SEO of the website to increase visibility into different types of search engines. Okay. Then what is Bootstrap? So Bootstrap is nothing but a most popular front-end framework. Okay. So it is, so as you know, there is a front end. Any web application has two components to it, which is front end and back end. So mostly front end is nothing but where your users visit your website and they can see the things on your website. Also, we can use Bootstrap to build beautiful responsive websites. As we have number of electronic devices like mobile phones, tablets, and desktop, with the help of Bootstrap, you can build website which will be compatible to all different types of devices in the world. So like say you have mobile first websites and desktop applications. So with the help of Bootstrap, you can make responsive websites. What does it include? It includes HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So the whole package of the Bootstrap is based on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So if you ask me, what's the worldwide percentage of using Bootstrap? So it's 23% of the people are using Bootstrap to develop their beautiful websites. So if you look at that, it's a huge number. Then why Bootstrap? First reason I have already told you, which is to create responsive websites. Then by using Bootstrap, you can increase the speed of the development. Once we start with the theory, then you will realize that how easy it is to develop websites in Bootstrap, and it can save you a lot of time than writing HTML code line by line. Then Bootstrap will maintain consistency throughout the application. It means that design wise or look wise, you will get a similar feel on all the pages. So that is the beauty of the Bootstrap. Then we have cross-browser compatibility. As you all know that we have different types of browsers like Safari, Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, and we have Microsoft Edge. So these are the different types of browsers. So if you write custom HTML code, definitely you need to think about compatibility of the different browsers. But by default, Bootstrap gives you that compatibility that you don't have to care anymore about the compatibility. It will automatically give you all the features which will work on all the different types of browsers. The next is customizable. You can also customize Bootstrap according to your needs. According to your design, you can modify it, you can add different components to it. Then Bootstrap also has very good community support. If you face any difficulty, then definitely you can go to web platforms like Stack Overflow. You can ask your questions over there and get it resolved. Now, first of all, let's get a code editor for you. So I would suggest to go with VS Code. You can easily search it on Google, download VS Code, and with the help of this website, depending upon your operating system, you can select the setup. So in this case, Windows. Just click on that, it will start downloading. So it's an installer. With the help of that, you can install the VS Code. So in my case, I have already downloaded it. So here it is. So now I'll show you there is another way to open VS Code. So let's go to my directories. So here you can create a folder called Bootstrap. Just move these images into the folder because I need it. Then click on the folder, then just right click here and open this folder with VS Code. So that's another way you can open VS Code directly from the folder. So let's create a file which is index.html. Okay, so one of the beauty of the VS Code is
it has Emmet abbreviation. And what I mean by Emmet abbreviation,
which is nothing but shortcuts to get code from the VS Code. So let's type this type of mark over here, and if you see, if you click on the enter, it will give you this boilerplate, HTML boilerplate. So this is how VS Code makes things very simple for you to write code very efficient and in a fast way. So now let's dive into Bootstrap. So let's go to the getbootstrap.com. So here if you can see, you need to go to the docs. Here is the all documentation required for the Bootstrap. So we'll start with the HTML starter template. So if you scroll down, you have starter template here. So you just need to copy this one and then just go back to the VS Code. Let's paste it here. And then save it. Or just Control yes will work. So now let's open this with the live server. So another facility VS Code provides is this live server. So there is a way to download live server. So this is the marketplace for the live server extensions. You can download all the extensions from here. So if you write like this, so this is the live server, you can download it and install it. I have already downloaded it, you can see it over here. So now let's right click and open with live server. See, here it is. It's that easy. So you can see hello world. So I've just copied that starter template from the Bootstrap website, and now you can see hello world, it's getting printed. Now let's dive into some of the components of the Bootstrap. So if you go here, let's start with the nav bar. As you know,
every website starts with a navigation bar because it has menus, search option, etc.
This is the first by default nav bar which Bootstrap provides us. So let's copy this one and then just simply paste it here. Just to get rid of this first, and Control V. So another great feature of the VS Code is, you just right click and then format document. So see, it will format the document for you, and then it increases the readability of the code. Let's save it. So one of the beauty of that live server is it reloads the page automatically, and which it gives you the latest changes immediately. Here is the now bar, and if you look at it, let's say, as I had described, this Bootstrap framework is the mobile first framework. So let's now see the responsive of this particular now bar. See, for any sizes, it will give you responsive pages. Let's try with the different devices. Check for the iPad.
Then for the bigger desktop sizes, it will give you a very nice experience.
So that's the beauty of the Bootstrap. You just take the components from their website as it is, and then you don't have to write a code for making it responsive. It will automatically give you responsive pages also. Now let's start changing the contents of the now bar. Let's go back to the code editor. So let's say you want to change this heading. So now bar, let's write something Bootstrap and just save it. See, then we will try changing the menu items also. So home button will remain as it is. Then we have link. Let's make it about. Then we have drop down, which we can call it as a services. Okay, so we have different types of services in the drop down. So let's say we are providing web development, and we have mobile application app development, and we can add software testing and then just save it. So if you go back here and see, you have all these services listed down. So one of the reason for this line here is this char tag over here. If you remove this particular tag, so control / is the shortcut to make comments in the VS Code. So if I click control / again, it will remove the comments. And save it.
See, the line has been removed.
So let's go back here and then add that line back in the drop down and then save it. So here now we have home, about, services. So I'll just get rid of this disabled because we don't need that. I can just simply comment it. So this is how our now bar is ready. Let's try changing the color of the navbar. So if you go here, so here we have different classes in Bootstrap where we can simply make it dark. So these are the Bootstrap standard classes. On the Bootstrap website, you will see all these type of classes over here. So I'll explain you the things one by one. So now see,
Our navbar color has been changed into gray color.
so now it's looking beautiful. So that is how you can change colors, you can change text, you can add even custom CSS to change the design of the navbar.
Do you know what responsive websites are?
Yes, I know what responsive websites are.
What are they? And have you created any responsive website as a part of your assignments?
Websites are initially designed for desktop or big screens, but if they can occupy a device's screen size for better visibility or user experience, then they are responsive websites. With growing mobile phone users today, it is a must to make your websites responsive. Yes, I have learned creating responsive websites using WordPress, Wix, Zyro, etc.